Okay, now picture this. A microphone. No. A dual capsule condenser microphone that is compatible with both your phone and your camera. You only need one cable for every device. No batteries required, headphone output, and all of that for less than $70.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yes. Yes, it is. A couple of months ago, I reviewed the Boya BY-M1 Plus. If you want to see that, I'll link it up right up here or I'll put it in the description. In my opinion, the Boya BY-M1 Plus was like one of the best budget shotgun microphones of 2020. And this year, Boya has put out the BY-MM1 Pro like recently. And I want to see if this could be one of the best budget microphones of 2021. Before we continue with this video, I just want to say I haven't been paid by Boya to do this review. I bought the microphone myself. I'm still waiting for Boya to, hook a Boya up. However, this video is in some way sponsored by one of my subscribers, QD El Mago, who supported me on Buy Me a Coffee. And with that money, I bought this microphone so I can review it for you guys. So thanks to QD for supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee. Okay, let's take a look at what's inside of the box and then we'll take a look at the general specs. Right out of the box, you get the microphone, which comes with a cable attached to it compared to the Boya BY-M1 Plus, which had two cables, one for smartphone and one for camera. I really like this one because it has one cable for every device and it's already attached to the microphone. You get the shock mount and a nice quality case. In the case, you get two fairy windscreens and two foam pop filters. Like I said, this is a dual capsule condenser microphone, so you get two microphones in one. As you can see, there's letters F and R. F is for the front microphone and R is for the rear microphone. This is a really great feature for if you want to do something like an interview. You just need this microphone instead of two microphones, or if you're doing vlogging and you want to show something and the camera is not facing you, you can still record good audio when talking to your audience. There are two switches on the microphone. One is for you to choose between recording on a smartphone or a camera, and the other one is for you to switch between recording modes. The front mode, that's when you just want to use the front microphone. The front and rear mode, that's when you want to use both microphones, or the rear mode, that's when you want to use just the rear microphone. It's also good to mention that the rear microphone records at around 12 dB lower than the front microphone, because usually when you're behind the camera, you stand closer to the microphone than in front of the camera. So to compensate for that, they made sure that the rear microphone records at a lower dB level than the front microphone. The Boya BY-M1 Pro also has a microphone output on the side for monitoring audio. Just a little side note here, the headphone output is only meant for playback and will only work when using the microphone on a smartphone. However, I did contact Boya to ask them if they know if there's an app out there that is compatible with the Boya BY-M1 Pro and that will let you monitor the audio while recording. They said no. So if I ever find an app, I will let you know in the description. So check the description to see if I found an app that is compatible with the microphone and that will let you monitor the audio while recording. Okay, this is the outside audio test with my smartphone. So the audio that you're hearing right now is coming from the iPhone 11. I'm gonna switch to the Boya BY-M1 Pro now so you can hear the difference between the audio from the smartphone and the audio recorded with the Boya BY-M1 Pro. Now I'm recording audio using the Boya BY-M1 Pro. There should be difference between this and recording audio just with the smartphone. Let me know if you guys hear any difference. I have the furry windshield on there to cut out some wind that we could be having. There's not a lot of wind, but just to be sure. So let me know, you guys hear any difference between recording audio with just the smartphone or with the Boya BY-M1 Pro? Let me know in the comments. I reviewed the footage from yesterday and I did notice some difference between the audio recorded with the BY-M1 Pro and the audio recorded with the microphone of my phone itself. I also noticed that there was some distortion when I used the BY-M1 Pro. I don't know if the problem is the adapter that I used, the adapter between the microphone and the phone, or if it's the setup that I used, or if it's the shock mount. So I'm gonna go old school on this one by using my iPhone 5C to connect the microphone directly to the phone to see if it's the adapter or the mount or the setup. So let's try that. Okay, this is the outside audio test with the iPhone 5C and the Boya BY-M1 Pro. I hope this sounds better than the iPhone 11, but 1, 2, 3 testing, 1, 2, 3 testing. This is the outside audio test with the iPhone 5C and the Boya BY-M1 Pro. Let's go review the footage. I just reviewed the footage from the iPhone 5C and I realized that there's also distortion when recording with the iPhone 5C. I don't know what's happening, if it's recording on iPhones or recording on smartphones that's, doing this, but I'll do some more research and I'll update you guys in the description. Okay, now I'm doing an outside test with my camera, the Canon EOS M50. I'm recording with the microphone of the EOS M50 right now so we can get a reference of the difference between, this and the BY-M1 Pro. I'm gonna switch now to the BY-M1 Pro so we can hear the difference in audio between the microphone of the M50 and the BY-M1 Pro. Okay, the audio that you're hearing right now is being recorded with the Boya BY-M1 Pro. There should be a difference between the audio being recorded with this microphone and the audio that are recorded with the microphone on the M50, because this is a dual condenser shotgun microphone. Let me know if you hear the difference. I'm near a river, there's some wind. I have the Fairy windscreen on the microphone, so it should cut off some of that wind, but let me know how the audio is between this microphone and the microphone on the M50. Like I said at the beginning of this video, you have front plus rear and rear mode. But if you have this microphone, a dual capsule condenser microphone, why would you only want to record in front or rear mode? You can just record in front plus rear mode and separate the tracks in post. Well, that's what I thought until I came home and tried to separate the tracks in post, and I realized that the audio from both microphones are merged into one single track. Normally when I use two microphones and this splitter, it records the audio track of one of the microphones on the left channel and the audio track of the other microphone on the right channel. So when I get in post, I can separate those two tracks from each other. But the Boya BY-M1 Pro records both microphones on one single track. In my opinion, that beats the whole purpose of having a dual capsule condenser microphone. I mean, why would I want to have a microphone that essentially has two microphones, but the audio tracks gets merged into one single audio track? If one of them clips or the other has a distortion, I cannot separate them from each other. I will have like distorted audio from one microphone onto the other because I cannot separate them. Do you see where I'm going with this? This is why Boya, why? So yeah, that's basically the reason why you could hear wind in the audio. The rear microphone picked that up and merged it with the audio from the front microphone. And also these Fairy windscreens. For the final part of this video, I'm gonna switch from the pod mic to the BY-M1 Pro so you can hear the audio quality when recording inside. Okay, don't mind my setup here. This is the Zoom H4n Pro strapped to the arm. Otherwise, the arm won't stay down because the microphone is too light. So yeah, I had to improvise something. And in that way, I can hook the microphone directly into the Zoom H4n Pro without having to, use an adapter or a longer cable, whatever. So this is what I came up with. So bear with me. The audio quality is actually pretty good. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but from what I can hear now in my headphone, it sounds pretty good. Now that I've tested out this microphone, I'm gonna give you what, in my opinion, are the pros and cons. You have two microphones in one, so you can record two people at once. It's compatible with multiple devices. You can choose which device with the flick of a switch. You only need one cable. You can choose between different modes of recording. There's a headphone output, and it comes with a nice case. Now let's look at the cons. You can only monitor the audio during playback, and it's only compatible on smartphones. The windscreens are small. A bigger windscreen could help the microphone pick up less wind, but then they wouldn't fit into the case, so yeah. In the front plus rear mode, the audio of both microphones are recorded on one single track, and you cannot separate the audio onto two separate tracks in post. They're using the same shock mount as the BY-M1 Plus. I didn't like the shock mount then, and I still don't like it now. So would I recommend this microphone? I don't know. I'm not sure if I would recommend it yet. It does have potential though, but the fact that I'm not sure if it works on an iPhone, I still have to run some tests though, so I'm not breaking it because of that. I'm just saying that I don't know for sure if it works on iPhone, so I have to run some tests. If you're looking to buy it for your iPhone, check the description to see if there's an update, or watch another review to see if they had the same problem that I had. If you're looking for a dual capsule condenser microphone for interviews and you want to do run and gun, just film and then edit the video and put it out. You don't want to be messing around with audio in post. I would say buy this microphone. It is good for that. But in my case, I want to be able to record audio from 2 microphones onto 2 channels so I can separate them in post. And this microphone doesn't fulfill that need. So no, it's not for people like me. However, it does record good audio, so I have to give it that. That's it for this video. I hope you guys learned something new, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like down here. Punch that like button. It will help this channel a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on the notification bell. Follow me on my other social media. Links are in the description. And thanks for watching. And again, thanks to QD for supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to support me also, check the link in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
It's the money.